Welcome to another episode of Your Worst Neighbors podcast. Full disclosure, Sam, what happened, bro?
We got, truth be told, the podcast did not start recording
So basically,
when it was supposed to.
We thought we were recording
the whole time.
I want to say we're about like 15 minutes into conversation until we realized that it was not recorded at all.
It was not.
It was funny.
And Sam, it's not your fault. You're pretty high. Everybody's high in here, so like,
You're not even high yet. I was gonna make you milk you a bowl.
Yeah.
But then now I'm like, Jorge's probably mad now.
No, honestly, it's on me. The little microphone icon right here is red, and whenever I saw the red icon right there, I just assume
It
it's
was
the recording red.
Yeah.
So what is that
blinking
red
thing.
that you think it was?
It's the microphone icon. There's a red dot next to it now.
So technically, it's your second day. You're still in training. It's okay.
I know.
Training.
But we should probably get like another intern under him so you can we can blame it on that person.
I was gonna blame it on me because I was over here fucking packing balls for Sam. I'm like, here.
So yeah, I mean, we had some 15 minutes of titillating content that I guess.
Did you say titillating?
Yeah, riveting content that people would never hear.
No, they'll hear it again because I'll fucking talk about it again because it was about my birthday.
That's right. This past weekend was PX's birthday. Happy birthday once again.
I feel like it's deja vu.
There we go. Now we have the sound effects too. There we go.
Okay.
So you're 40 years old.
Yeah, 40 years old. Yeah, I can't believe I'm fucking 40, dude.
Yeah, I believe it.
Thanks.
I see it. No, I'm just kidding. JK.
Fucking hater.
You make 40 look good though. You look.
Thank you. I don't feel good.
40 is the new 20, isn't it?
No. Well, you know what? I would
40
say
is the new 30?
I would say 40s is the new 20 because I was excited to be 21, even though I wasn't a drinker anyways. I was just excited to be 21 because I'll be like, oh yeah, now I can buy drinks, right?
Yeah.
Because I was a smoker. And 18 was like, you can smoke cigarettes, you can smoke weed. I mean, no one could really smoke weed back then. Back then, it was underground fucking smoking weed.
Yeah, this was back in the 70s. Just kidding.
I wasn't even a thought, okay? Jorge, all right? I wasn't even a thought. That's fucking weird, dude.
I'm sorry. I'm being mean, right? I'm okay. That we just record, but it's okay.
I told you he was mad.
I'm chill. I'm not mad. I'm just it's fine. It's fine. We're all good.
The truth comes out. You're hearing here in your worst neighbor.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one.
Just give me a bong here.
Yes. So I was my 40th birthday. And the next day, like this is the main part I want. So wait, shout out to 1 year anniversary at Foxtail. They also won an award.
Any chance to have a joint instead?
I'd have to roll that up, but I can roll that up.
No, go ahead. We're talking. Good.
I can roll it up while we're talking. That's like
no. Do your thing.
Okay, because this bowl's already packed.
We'll have Sam roll it. That's smart.
Oh,
is that what you said?
Yeah.
I can. It won't be good, but I can.
Oh, no. Okay. So you don't do that.
Why? Because a bad roll and a good roll joint the same shit.
And then we're going to have to fire him as a joint roller.
He forgets to fucking just roll it.
Yeah, I'm like, he's great at doing this stuff, but then, he can't roll shit.
I believe in Sam. I believe in Dev shit.
You have faith in him?
I do.
Yeah, but let's just make it easier. We just fucking,
All right.
No. You know what? This is making my head hurt. Okay. I'm just kidding. But Jorge's pissed.
I'm not pissed. I'm not mad.
Now he's telling you what to do.
I'm not.
PX, Jorge hates me.
I know he hates
you.
I don't hate you.
He
was ready to flip the table over.
I don't hate you. It's just a good thing you're on that side of the table. No, just kidding.
The plot thickens.
All right, we're talking about your birthday. We chill.
Okay, my birthday. It was great. Like I felt like a queen. Like, I did all these dinners, all these lunches, and
none of which I got invited, by the way. So, just putting it out there. She had all these dinners, all these lunches.
It was just my family. Now that you think about it,
I thought I'm your podcast family, though.
Why didn't you take me out to dinner? What the fuck? Because it's my birthday.
Yeah. That's a good question.
I was like, why you gotta go with my family? What the fuck, Jorge?
Because I feel,
my family already met you.
I feel the birthday person determines who she hangs out with. So you should have contacted me to hang out on your birthday.
No, fuck that. I barely wanted to hang out with my family, let alone hang out with
I'm just kidding.
Like if I had a choice, I would just have my animals. We'd sit on the fucking table and my kids, and then we'll put on birthday hats, and they would just sing happy birthday with my animals on the sitting on the chairs like they're humans.
Yeah. So how many lunches and dinners you've gone to?
There was 3 dinners and
On the same day or just the weekend?
A brunch and a lunch, all different days.
Oh, okay.
So it was like it felt fulfilled,
like
you know?
family, friends, staying busy.
Yeah,
that's good.
family, friends.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that was, and I didn't want anything big, you know? I didn't want anything big. I didn't want to like.
Oh, that's why she didn't have me. So I don't want a big person.
Yeah, you know, when I turn
birthday.
45 or 50, then I'll be like, okay, let's do something big. Like I wanted to have something here, to be honest with you, but then at the thought, I was getting anxiety just thinking about cleaning up after people.
Yeah.
Like, especially a lot of people. I don't mind cleaning up after like a couple of people,
Well,
you know?
we have a production producer here. Probably, it's part of the podcast studio, so we clean up.
It's gonna help.
Is under his umbrella.
I can't wait to have a party out here and like just have everybody get fucking lit over here. But I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen on my 40th. But
to be honest with you, now that I'm older, I would get anxiety inviting people to party at my place too.
okay, so then like if it was your people, I wouldn't trip as much because it's like that would be my birthday present. So if you decide that you want to have a party, like I'm totally down to have it here on a day.
If it was my if it was my birthday,
for your birthday, yeah,
no.
Because we already know your stories of your drinking shit.
Yeah.
Like the worst that can happen is you just throw up on the floor. Which I mean,
I'm gonna throw up on your pets.
Plastic. I'll put plastic everywhere. I'll put garbage. I'll like literally fucking roll you like a seal, you know, just to move you on the fucking.
Like a seal. Are you calling me fat?
No, but I just feel like it's the easiest way to move a body. You know, when you put them on their side and then fucking.
I feel like you've done this before.
Garbage. No, I haven't, but I watch a lot of like, crime investigation stuff, and it just seems.
I'm just saying, like when I was younger, I was like, oh, partying with friends is awesome.
Yeah.
But as you get older, it's like, oh, the cleanup, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Also, just like, oh, they're gonna get here on time, not on time. Like, you know, how much food should I have ready? How much alcohol?
Oh yeah. See, I wouldn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I would tell your friends
The
it's a potluck.
you have to actually.
Okay, Sam, I'm gonna need your help planning Jorge's birthday.
You're gonna have to actually like clean the bathroom and shit. You know, like I'd much rather not have a party at my place if that's the case. But we should like rent out. We could rent out a fucking
the conference thing.
a conference room to party.
I was thinking about that. I was wondering what it looks like in there. Is it big?
I don't know. I've never done. It's like $1,000
deposit.
Deposit.
What the fuck?
But you get it back once you.
The full $1,000 back.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think.
I have a friend that lives nearby, like in these fancy condos, apartments.
Yeah, in the North Park right here.
Yeah, and he could rent out. Is it rent out? No, he could book out the like a club room. And
I used to do shows there. In North Park, right?
Not North Park. Verdant. At the Verdant here. Oh, we're giving people away where we live.
Oh my God! Too much information.
Too much information. But anyway, he's booked shows over there. I mean, he's booked shows. He's booked parties over there. And it's actually pretty dope. You know?
Oh,
because
okay.
like you don't have to worry about
So you're gonna have a party over there?
We should book your next birthday party over there.
Oh no, we should book your birthday party because your birthday's coming next.
No. Oh yeah, a whole year though. Schmitty,
Wait,
what's your
did your
birthday?
birthday already pass? Oh yeah, your birthday did pass. Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, mine was in January.
Yeah. Wait, how old did you turn? 25?
33.
33?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm hella old.
And she called me old earlier before we actually recorded.
I also called you a whale.
Yeah, she called me a whale and old. And I'm like, this 40-year-old hoe calling me a fucking 33-year-old? The fuck?
He called me a hoe.
Endearingly.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
I don't mean
endearment.
It's a term of endearment. Yeah.
Well, okay, the best part I wanted to say and re-say again was my favorite part about turning 40 was getting fired from my job.
Yeah, fired.
So now I'm pursuing comedy full time.
Is that scary? I don't know. It's a little scary. I mean,
it's not scary, but it's cool because I got signed up with an agency.
Like a talent agency?
Yeah.
So do they find bookings for you?
It's called EDD.
We're doing bits on our podcast now. We're doing comedy bits now.
I get it out myself.
Wow. Can you put up a wah 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 sound
don't do
effect?
that. Don't do that. What do they call that when you're at the Apollo and then they're like get the fuck off, like
the hook. They give you the wooden hook.
Are they saying wah wah there?
No, they're at the Apollo though.
No, you know what I'm talking about at the Apollo when they don't like them.
Right.
I want to say they are saying wah wah.
No, they're like get off the stage or they're booing. Usually like a boo.
Oh, I thought that was like a chant for that. But
have you seen those YouTube videos of people bombing at the Apollo and like the crowd turning on them? You ever seen those?
yeah, I mean, I saw them when I saw them back then in real life.
Bro? We'll make that into a segment once we get the monitor working of just seeing bad comedy clips. On just like that's funny. I love seeing bad comedy. Like I think seeing cringe bad comedy is such a fun pastime for me. Not because like I'm like hating on the comic, because like I can relate, like you know, like being in that situation.
Well, I was gonna say I don't remember watching it on YouTube, but I remember watching it like when Apollo was really still going on TV.
Yeah, the night at the Apollo.
Yeah, and
Was
so
it
you're watching
HBO,
comics. Right? No, I don't think it was. It was like regular TV, like Fox.
Comedy Central. No,
the Apollo.
Yeah, it's not.
No,
Comedy
it was regular TV, like KTVU Channel 2. I want to say it was like one of those channels, like back in the day, like during the 90s.
I don't recall.
Yeah,
That's
because you probably
though.
weren't even a thought yet. I'm just kidding. No,
I was still a little sperm on my dad's
Yeah.
ball sack. You know?
Oh wait, okay, so
Yeah,
you're 33, so you were born
1990. 90.
Oh my god!
I know. I'm so young and beautiful.
Sam, what year were you born?
No, Sam is gonna make me feel old because Sam's actually
He's 23, right?
He's a Gen Zer. He's a zillennial.
Wait, did you say 23 or 24?
He's 24.
So, oh my god.
What year were you born?
2000.
I was born in 98.
Oh, it's still the 90s. That's not bad.
You were born in 1998?
I was 8 years old, bro.
1998.
I was 8 years old. How old were you? How old were you? 18?
Oh my god, 1998. No, I was like no, I was like 15, 16 years old. 1998 because I was like a junior.
Would you still be friends with me if I was 8 years old and
Sophomore?
you were 16?
What?
Could we be friends if I was 8 and you were
weird.
16?
That'd be weird. Depends on how we met. Like if you were just like person I
let's
was
say I was 8
babysitting,
and we're
I'd be
like,
like,
hey, let's
"What's
do a
up?"
podcast. And you're 16. Will you do it?
I'd be like, what's a podcast?
And my 8-year-old will be like,
Yeah, 'cause
there's
it's
no hope for this 16-year-old.
Yeah, I'd be like, what's a podcast, Jorge? Dude, that's crazy when you think about the age difference like that. Like, how would we even associate? Or have we even crossed paths back in the
you
day?
know what's funny is I look older than you. That
Yeah,
doesn't
you
help.
do. You said it, I didn't.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but you know what? That's what makes this so dope.
What?
Because Jorge's the best. Even though this podcast is called Your Worst
Hold on.
Neighbor.
She said Jorge's the best, and she goes, even though. But
Yeah,
what?
but even though
what?
if I said even though this podcast is Your Worst Neighbor, I was like, you are the best. He's the best neighbor. He's the best.
That's sweet.
Yeah, Jorge's the best.
I feel like no. You're setting me up. What's up? You're setting up for something.
I'm being fucking nice. I'm being truthful. Oh shit! I feel like this is the
Who told you
best
say that? Your
podcast
talent
ever.
agency, EDD.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did tell me that shit. They're like, do you work for Jorge Sanchez? I'm like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
So Your Worst Neighbor producer.
Yeah. Anyway, though, but your birthday, any particular gifts you got this year that you liked, or any big events?
Yeah, I got my Jordans. I got the Jordan 11s, the low tops of them.
Are you wearing them right now?
Yeah, I am wearing them, and I like them because I feel like they look fancy because they're shiny.
I could never get into shoes.
Really?
I grew up with Filipinos. I never really got into shoes.
But weren't Filipinos like hella liking Jordans and
Yeah,
shit?
they were.
Like,
No, like all my Filipino friends growing up were into like Jordans and shoe culture. I never got
See,
into it.
I'm like a
I was
late
poor.
bloomer.
Like I was just happy to have any shoe I could get my hands on. Really.
I was
So-
poor too. I still am. I just fucking lost my job. Wow, this is fun.
But like what? Like I don't know. What is about shoe culture that you like? Because the thing that the hang up I always had was like you're getting shoes that you don't wear necessarily. Well, you're wearing them, but some people
But I
get
became
shoes.
into shoe culture. I wasn't always into shoe culture.
What got you into it?
My ex-husband, he bought me Jordans.
You know what's so funny? You're not the first. A lot of women I've met that have interesting hobbies, I always ask them, what got you to that hobby? And they always say their ex-boyfriend or their ex-husbands.
That's the only thing they get to take away from that.
Sounds like
Wait,
what's up,
why is
Sam?
he saying that?
I know exactly where you're going, and you're 100% right.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So, like, how
I believe that.
Well, that
It's
tells
true.
me something. Like,
It's true.
How much of an influence is a boyfriend to somebody?
It depends on how long you were with that person.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it might even be that long, but there's something that you obviously liked about, that relationship. And that was one of the things. Like, he would get me Jordans and, like, matching shoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of cute at the time. Now I'm just like, I found out that's like his MO. He like does that for all his bitches. I even saw in his DMs that he was like offering to buy a bitch shoes while we were married. I was like,
oh shit,
what is wrong with you?
But hold on, like Air Jordan, like that's oh my god,
Jordans,
this is
Air
so crazy to me.
Jordans.
Like, dude would buy a woman Air Jordan, not even like nice woman shoes, like fucking Air Jordans.
I don't know if it's
shoes.
specifically Air Jordans, but
Is that what I should do now?
buy them or Jordans? Yeah,
Yeah.
because it makes their feet look cute.
But you can't see
If
her
you buy the
feet.
smaller size, they make them look cute. I don't know about the matching thing. Like, it's just kind of like, because then now every time I see them, I'm like, ugh, it reminds me of my ex-husband.
Yeah.
Because we have the same matching pairs. Like, we have 3 pairs matching shoes. Yeah, but 2 of them are Jordans.
If
One
I
of our
see a
Air
couple
Tepos. One of
matching shoes,
we got so many props.
get
Like,
the fuck.
yeah,
They secretly
I'm not even
hated you
kidding.
guys.
Guys
They
would go-
secretly- They'll be like, oh,
no, guys would be like, that's sick. He's like, you guys are sick. You got matching Jordans. And I'm like, thanks. I think it's kind of, Sadie Hawkinish,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I ended up buying 2 pairs of my own Jordans. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. I got one as a gift and the other one I bought. So now I like Jordans.
Do you
but I
wear
always
them
like
or you just
specific ones.
collect them?
No, I wear them. Yeah.
Okay.
So the
See, it's
13s
not
are
too
my
bad.
favorite.
That I get. If you like them, you like
Yeah,
wear
I
them.
like
I'm
them.
I'm down with that.
What's the
but
other
like, there's some people that buy them and don't even wear them.
Oh no, I wear mine.
Yeah.
They
So
look
that's not-
cute.
that's not
I
so
make
bad.
them go into my fit. But what were you saying? Is there other things that women like end up doing
No,
that their
like
ex-boyfriend like to do? Like, what's another example of something other than
like I
buying
met
them
a
Jordans?
girl, like she was into cats. I'm like, well, I got into cats, and she's like, oh, my ex. I was like, okay,
Is their ex had a cat?
yeah. And I'm
That's
like,
weird.
oh, like what got you to like whatever?
that's not
so-and-so?
weird.
Oh, because my ex did that.
That's not
And I'm
weird.
like, because like, but maybe like I'm projecting. Because maybe I'm like, what could a woman get out of me? Like, what a hobby would I get another woman? I don't think-
Comedy. She's
Oh,
like,
it's the worst. If she breaks up with you and gets into comedy,
or maybe she's just a patron. She likes watching comedy because there's a lot of people like that too, where they like watching and
yeah,
watching comedy.
I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm just projecting. Is like I don't think I have anything to offer hobby wise to somebody to get into. I don't know. I have no shoes, no Air Jordans, no cat.
Sam, do you know other girls that like? I mean, not other girls, but other like things that women ended up wanting.
Look, I think that there are a lot of unoriginal people in general.
Whoa!
So like,
hold on. I'm not,
so like, I think
Is
that there
that,
are.
is that unoriginal? I didn't know
I think
that.
there are a lot of
Shitty
people.
relax.
I think across the board, there are a lot of people who are looking to grow a personality, and they do it by the first serious relationship in their life. A lot of the stuff that person's into, they just kind of become into.
Yeah.
Like that's
Right.
totally
Shitty,
happens. It's not unusual.
I feel you on that. I just feel like this is like a nicer way of saying it.
I mean,
Shit, like,
probably.
there's no original people.
I didn't say there's none. I just said there's plenty that aren't.
Well, that's not, I know what you're saying.
You know
I don't
what?
What's that?
I think you are right because my first ex-husband
Yeah.
rode a motorcycle. I got into motorcycle. I got my motorcycle license. My second ex-husband, I'm trying to think, what did he do that I was like, oh,
Gave you kids.
yeah, and that's a lifetime thing. And then my third ex-husband was the Jordans. Yeah.
What's I wonder? I'm looking
And
forward
the
to your
bougie
fourth one.
bags. I wasn't even bougie before. And then like he got me like one bougie bag and now it's like,
I'm looking forward to your fourth husband to see what he gives you.
no,
What
fuck
hobby?
that. That person
But these are
better
positive hobbies though.
die
kinda.
soon if they want to
Motorcycle,
marry me.
kids, and
I mean, the kids aren't really a hobby though.
they're not. I wouldn't know. I don't have kids.
I mean, I feel like it's a lifestyle change,
I always thought it was like an expensive hobby.
Yeah, no, that's not. I mean, it's not a hobby. I love being a mom, but
Yeah.
like, I don't want like more kids now and shit like that. I mean, I'm fucking 40. Like,
Is it
I
too late?
can't-
It's not too late to have kids.
yeah, it is.
Is it?
I think once my kids are like so close to being adults, like my time's like done, dude. Like, I love this freedom right now.
I don't know about Filipinos, but Mexicans, it's very common where like the first couple siblings,
Have babies.
no, they get like late teenagers, and then the mom ends up having a kid. Like there's a huge age gap.
Yeah, that's common in the Filipino culture too.
Yeah, well, there's like a baby that's literally like so much younger than
Yeah, that's
the
common.
older
I want to
siblings.
say with my cousins, some of my cousins, there's like a 17-year gap.
Holy shit! So
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not too late to have kids. I don't know, 40.
No.
Really?
No, I wanted to. So me and my number 3, we tried to have a kid, and obviously something wasn't functioning, something wasn't working, and
whoa,
yeah.
Considering his recreational stuff, that affects. That
can kind of play. Yeah, don't do drugs, guys.
If you do hard drugs, that does affect the semen.
Yeah, and I mean, I have kids, right? I have 2 kids. They're fucking amazing, and I'm like, one's turning 15. One is 13, going on 14. So it's like, fuck. And
but that's how you get
40.
pregnant now, though. 40. Will you keep it?
Oh, yeah. But that's
Okay.
impossible. I'm on birth control. I mean, unless some magical hook comes in there and fucking takes out my birth
Listeners
control.
of Your Worst Neighbor, if you could all pray and focus on PX's uterus. Let's make this miracle happen.
No.
I'd
be like Mother Mary.
The baby will be the
Like, not
mascot
even-
of the podcast, Your Worst Neighbor's podcast.
Oh my gosh. It'd be like your worst neighbor's baby.
Your Worst Neighbor's baby.
It's like a spin-off.
Yeah.
No. I can't. I mean, I think if you had a kid and I babysit your kid, I think that's like, keep fucking pulling that thing. I feel like that's a better chance because you're 33. You know what I mean?
I can't even fathom. You know what's so funny?
That's what I used to say.
But hold on.
And then I had kids.
No, but I've had baby fever recently.
Yeah, I remember. Do you remember you
and
saying
it
it?
still comes on and off to me.
Don't say comes.
I did say come because I need to come to have this hypothetical baby. And I don't know, like some days I want a baby, some days I don't.
When's the last time you held a baby?
What's the last time I held a baby?
Yeah.
It's been a while. Don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah, I can't hold newborns.
No, not that wild. I held one about 2 months ago. My birthday. Like birthday in
Oh
February.
yeah, I remember you said that.
In
That's when
February.
you got the baby fever.
Yeah, that's when I got the baby fever.
How old was the baby?
It's like not even a year old baby. Barely a year.
That's a good age.
It was a Korean baby too because they're extra cute, you know.
Yeah, and the Korean. I like Korean
Asian
people.
babies are cute, you know.
Yeah.
It's like,
I like Korean people. I like all people, especially Asian people. Especially, it's just, you know, like I said, the Filipinos are the ones that just don't like me.
I feel like you don't like Filipinos.
No,
and you're
I
projecting
embrace Filipinos.
Every Filipino I met that knows you love you.
I hope so. I guess it's the ones that don't know
Yeah.
me are the ones that I know don't like me.
But that's natural if you don't know somebody. Of course you're not gonna like them.
Why?
There's people I don't know and I don't like them already. It's pretty normal.
I don't know. I think that's what's the problem with the world. Maybe if we just start, like, you know,
I'm
being
the problem
friendly.
of the world.
Yeah.
I'm the problem of the world.
You're the cause of all of this, Jorge. No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying, like, maybe if we were more friendly to people. I don't have any problems with anyone in the comedy scene. I'd like to meet someone. If they did have a problem, I wouldn't try to convince them to like me, but I would kind of like to dissect that and be like, okay, so why is it that you don't like me? Let's make peace. At least make peace. You don't have to fucking...
You have no comedy beefs at all.
Not that I know of, unless you guys know someone that I have comedy beef with, but I don't...
beef with you.
Yeah, I can see that.
I have Szechuan beef with you.
Would you say Szechuan?
Yeah.
What does Szechuan even mean?
Isn't that a type of meat beef in Panda Express?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I was trying to be
I
funny.
don't even know
guess
it's
I didn't want-
Szechuan.
All right.
Yeah, it's
That
stuff.
joke
Oh, we're
didn't
doing
land.
jokes here? We're doing jokes
Yeah,
on the
that was
pod.
like a natural joke.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
Now I want Panda Express. I want like
Ooh,
Chinese
Panda
food. Now.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's get some Chinese food after.
Yes.
You down, Schmitty? Chinese food?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be awesome. Damn, we're just spending a whole fucking day with each other. It's gonna be fun. But when is this? When is this episode? I was kind of wondering, like, how are we scheduling this? Is it gonna be like a regular, like, day type of release? I mean, I'm sure the audience are kind of curious because right now it's just kind of
So,
comes out.
some news.
Don't say comes out.
Some production news now that
Yay.
PX is talking about it. So we want to, I feel like we should increase content production. So I think we should do this a weekly podcast
Yeah.
and release it either day, considering that most of our editing is real time. And also, like, like maybe the next day could be released.
Yeah, so it'd be like,
So
well,
for
today's
our
Sunday.
listeners, you're getting
So
more
it'd be like
podcasts
Mondays.
at a faster rate, which means that good. It's good stuff. That means we're growing. I think our production values is growing as well. So yeah,
Weekly. You heard it here first. It was
yeah, weekly.
neighbor podcast.
Yeah. Well, that is if PX will let us do weekly because this is
fuck yeah,
this is
dude.
your studio. So
Yeah. This music, though, I don't know. I feel like something dramatic's about to happen. We're happy.
What kind
We're
of
doing the
angelic
1
music
year
is this?
every
We're
week.
just putting an epic backing to your epic announcement.
Oh, the
yeah.
1 week. Oh, shit.
That's
1
right,
week.
folks. Weekly podcast.
Weekly.
We're not semi-weekly no more. We're weekly. Do we have enough material to talk on a weekly basis?
I
Probably
think so,
not.
yeah.
But we're still going to give it a shot, which means more guests.
More guests. And pretty soon we're probably going to go on live, right? I mean, not live,
Fuck
but
it, we're
like,
doing it live.
oh, shit.
Fuck it. No, just kidding.
Dude, that'd be dope. We totally could. I mean, why not, right?
Well, once we get the Patreon going, okay, you can shut down the music. Once we get the
I'm not too
Patreon
excited.
going, maybe we could do like extra content for like Patreon subscribers.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because we also want to make some revenue doing this, right?
Yeah.
So, and
That's how I was saying.
because
we
if
can
we don't, PX has to get another job, and we don't.
I
She
don't
just
wanna
got
get another
fired,
job,
and she
yeah.
does not want another job.
I don't want another job.
She's trying to live off of comedy.
Yeah. I
And
want.
this is part of comedy, right?
And I mean, I'm still applying for jobs in case EDD's
And I'm
listening.
just here for the
applying for
ride,
jobs still,
you know?
guys.
So we're here for PX.
Yay! I'm the worst. I'm one of the worst neighbors.
You're not that bad.
Yeah. See.
For neighbor wise, I had pretty bad neighbors before.
You know, it'd be funny. What
What's
if
that?
someone created a podcast saying your best neighbors, and they were like the opposite of us?
Oh. Are you inviting competition?
No, I'm not. But I thought that'd be pretty funny. You know, they're like, you're listening your best neighbors.
As a matter of fact, folks, tell us about your neighbors. Like,
Yeah, we wanna hear people's
if you have
stories.
actual beef, because you're talking about comedy beefs, but some people have beefs with their neighbors. Send us an email at yourworstneighborspodcast@gmail.com, and maybe we're going to talk about your situation here on air.
I mean, do you have any bad neighbors?
Let's see.
we're not next door to each other.
Neighbors
Like,
on my right are pretty cool. She's chill, older lady. She's like 40. And no, I'm just kidding. PX is getting bad. All
No,
right.
not even. I was like, keep them fucking coming.
Don't say coming. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Well, how'd you come up with that phrase? Don't say so and so. Don't.
So,
say.
like, when I first started doing comedy, like a long time ago, like it was just a bunch of girls, like female comedians, and we would just say like words, and then we would just be like, "Don't say that," because we're a bunch of fucking horny bitches. You know what I mean? And like it would be
you
like
guys told each
perverted.
other not to say something.
Yeah, like it would just
You
be
guys
like
were
a
censoring
perverted
each other?
word. No, not even. It's just a joke where, like, if you say would, don't say would. Like, you know what I mean? It's not in any relation of anything, but because you're like, I would do this, and you're like, oh, don't say would, and then yeah, it just branched off. And so 10 years later, I'm still doing it.
This is an inside joke that you're still putting out there.
No, dude, this rules. This is Beavis and Butthead humor. This is awesome.
Is
I
it?
fuck with this.
Is
No,
it?
it is. It's awesome. In the
Yeah,
best way.
and so I'm just like, I just always say it, and so like it used to be an inside thing, but now I'm just like, I'm not
PX,
holding back anymore.
I feel like it's still an inside joke because I'm like, why is
Well,
she?
because it's sexual, and I'm like, not supposed to be
Yeah.
a pervert, but obviously I'm a big fucking pervert. Like,
You're a 40-year-old, 3-time divorced woman. You should be as perverted.
yeah,
as
and that's why I'm saying don't
fucking-
say it, and like it's not even something sexual, but I'd be like, don't say that because
Yeah.
it's being sexual.
Which women did you start comedy? Are they still doing comedy?
Yeah, they're still doing comedy. It was like Gloria, Leslie. I started around then with Melanie Bega.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so those were the ladies back then. And there's Katie Green, I believe. So we did it SFCC together, so San Francisco Comedy College, about
They're all
11 years ago.
Comedy college?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's how I met Leslie. That's how I met Gloria, through SFCC, which is the comedy college.
Did y'all graduate?
Yeah, we kept graduating. They would hold like a weekly or like a
Well, they wanted
monthly
your money.
graduation.
Yeah, that
well,
makes
yeah,
sense.
well, and I mean, we were closing. We were doing it at the Improv.
How much of
and
a
different
scam
clubs.
is comedy school or comedy classes? Is
I
that a
don't-
scam?
I mean, for some people, they
Is
would
it?
say it is. For some people, they would say it is. But to me, I learned a lot of stuff from the college that I wouldn't have learned, or it would have took me a little bit longer to learn.
Yeah.
And I was networking. Like, I was able to perform at the Purple Onion. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
able to perform at the San Jose Improv. That was like one of the first places I got to perform. Yeah, I paid, right? But the first 6 weeks, I actually didn't have to pay. And then at the end of the 6 weeks, I graduated. And then to follow through, I went another year, like to complete a full year. And then after that, I stopped after a year and I started getting into producing. So within my first year, I was into producing and performing at the Improv.
Yeah.
Like, I love being able to be like, I performed at the Improv. It was at 3:00 in the afternoon, but no one knows that.
How big was your class?
I would say in the beginning it was like 20 to 30 people, and then it slowly went down to like 10 people, and there would be classes in San Francisco too, so sometimes we'd have to go to the one in San Francisco, which was cool.
Is there any lessons that you particularly learned there that they gave you guys that maybe?
Oh, no, absolutely. So one that I tell everybody is moving the mic stand.
Oh my, everybody says that.
Yeah, that was like the first thing I fucking learned. They're like, move the fucking mic stand. And I'm like, why? They're like, because it's in front of you and it's distracting. And I'm like, and it totally is. And now I'm like, every time I see someone, I'm like, move the fucking mic stand. I don't say anything to them because I'm like, they'll figure it out. I don't feel like it's my purpose, or, you know, unless they ask me like, hey, what do you recommend? And I'll be like, you need to move the mic stand. I'm like, that's the most fucking bothering thing to me. I don't know why.
You know what? I don't know.
Unless you're going to use it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like in the way, like, and they're dancing around.
I'm going to take it as a challenge to start performing with the mic stand in front of me.
And you're gonna use it as a prop?
No, not even. I'm not even gonna acknowledge it.
My anxiety is gonna be like, fucking Jorge. I'm just gonna go over there and grab that shit. Check it out.
I'll probably turn to like a performance art, like Andy
performance art.
Kaufman.
You're gonna like start spinning it around or something?
No, I'm just, I don't know. Just like be like, oh, where did this come from?
I don't know. But that, and then also addressing the elephant in the room, right? Whoa. Like when there's shit going on.
That's not nice. Do not call the biggest person in the room.
No, not even like that. Like if there's a ruckus going on during the show, during the open mic, like address it and be like, all right, what's going on over there, guys? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
like,
don't like doing
address
that. I do it when I have to.
Yeah, when you have to, right? Like when it becomes too much, where you're just like, all right, what's going on over here, guys? What's going on? Who's celebrating a birthday? You know what I mean? Like, and I learned that from the comedy college.
Yeah.
Well, and then I saw this one comedian. She's new, Remy, and this was her first time going up at Casa Guzmania. And I was like so surprised with how good she was, just like because she was watching what we were doing. And then she was like, this is how you guys do it, right? Like, this is, I mean, this is my first time. I don't know. And I'm like, wow, I was actually impressed. And I was looking at Birdman and Leslie. I was like, I'm actually impressed by her because she was funny. You know what I mean? She had good energy. She was automatically, you know, talking to the people walking into the door, which I do a lot. So she kind of picked that up pretty quickly, and she was funny.
Yeah.
The only part I was just like, what was killer was like when she had her fucking kids just like climbing around her. Some people thought it was funny, but to me, it was giving me anxiety because I would not let my fucking kids
How
do
old is
that.
your kid?
I know who this is now. I didn't know if I knew who this is.
Yeah.
Do I know who this is?
I don't know. Have you done Casa Guzmania?
I never got booked.
He hasn't even been booked. So what are you
talking about? Booked.
I know. Jesus Christ.
What do you mean?
He's so fucking prima donna over here. Okay. He did the same
joke
thing.
is that the joke is that PX produces that show and she has a book. That's fine.
I love that.
It's okay.
Anyways,
I don't get invited to her birthday lunches and dinners. It's okay. I get it.
Yeah, you're not invited because that was immediate family only. Blood. You want me to cut you?
Yeah.
Blood in, blood out.
I'm just kidding. So do I know her? She's a new comic?
Yeah, she's super new. Like super new. Probably done like 4 mics.
Is she like very skinny and short? Oh, she's gonna listen to this.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I mean that in a good way. I mean that like in a.
Yeah, she's cute. She's cute. She's a cute Indian girl.
Okay.
She's short. She's like my height, maybe.
Okay, then I have not met her. And she's performing with her kids.
Well, I mean, when she was at Casa Guzmania, but I've seen her at other mics now where she doesn't have her kids. But half the time,
are they not around as much anymore?
No, half the time she does have her kids too. Yeah. So, but they were
that's
like,
what you bring your kids to your mics too. I remember that.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
that's at least different though. PX has like the good sense to shove them in the back and let them stay there.
Well, and no, but like when I was running Pizza Factory, I would let my kids go to the arcade. You know what I mean, and stuff like that.
Dude, it's crazy. I need your kids since they were this small.
Yeah, I know.
I practically raised your kids.
I'm be like, that's your dad.
That's your stepdad.
No, I'd be like, that's your real dad.
That's your Jorge. That's your podcast dad. I'd be like, yep.
Mom, that's your real dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna scare him and be like, yep, you got the balding genes from me.
Oh my gosh. Male part of baldness I heard comes from the mother's side. I don't know if that's true.
It's one that happens when you have too much testosterone.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm losing hair.
Which means I'll live longer.
What?
I'll live longer.
You'll live longer because you're losing your hair?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I've
Look
never
it up.
heard of that.
Do bald men live longer? Fuck it. So that's how Smitty has like Jesus hair.
Does it count if you shave your
He's
head?
getting
You know
nervous.
what I mean?
No, I'm not nervous. I'm just smiling and going like, yeah, but like there are other factors too.
No, it's because we're bald, so like we're aerodynamic.
Okay.
And also like we have like a lot of testosterone. I'm seriously, look it up, Shimmy, if you can.
So wait.
Look up if
You
bald men live longer. Yeah.
Live longer because maybe your vitamins and stuff.
No, we just
hormones are
have
going
too
with
much
it.
of stuff, so we have plenty of reserves.
Why didn't it go on your head?
It's also we pregnate much easier than other men.
According to the New York Times, authors of numerous studies conclude we have found no correlation between the mortality and the extent of graying and or baldness.
Nah, that's fake news.
That was the New York Times.
New York Times. That's a liberal
Horny.
fucking.
No, that was in 2007 though. Like that was before the bullshit.
That was when my kid was like almost. Oh, my kid! I got pregnant that year.
07?
07, and then I gave birth in 2008. That's so crazy,
07.
dude.
I was 17 years old.
17 years
Yeah.
old when I had my first kid.
How old were you?
I was 25.
Would you be friends with me if I was 17 and you were 25?
I don't know if we were. I don't know.
I was
Dropping
a-
my newspaper.
I was a cool kid.
Yeah, dropping off my newspaper or
I
something like
scout-
that.
I
I'd
was
be
not
like,
that
hey,
cool.
Jorge. Yeah.
You were 17, 25. You probably would have met if you would have hung out like outside of a boba spot.
I know. Did you have a credit union? Did you bank with a credit union then? Oh, no. No, you were 17.
I started crediting with Golden One when I was 18 or 19.
Okay.
And then
That's so boring. I'm like, why am I even asking this? Well,
Yeah.
I was saying with the boba was the thing back then. I think it was barely.
Mojitos especially.
I want to say it was barely. I remember when it was like a hype when boba first came out, and I was like, damn, like, what is this? And I did not like boba in the beginning, and then once I had some, I was like, damn, this is hella good.
What was your
And I
spot? My spot with Mojitos was a place called Q Cup. It's something different.
Yeah, same
now.
thing.
Q Cup?
Q cup or tapioca.
Tapioca.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tapioca
That's
Express.
classic. Yeah.
Tapex. They go
Did
Tapex.
your Tapioca have a popcorn basil chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the
Oh.
chicken is the fucking
It's the best. Oh, yeah.
All their finger foods, like their octopus or a squid or whatever, calamari.
The
fucking
calamari.
hella bomb,
Yeah.
dude. I love their food there. I
Bro,
love their food.
in
I've been here a long
Mojitos,
time.
if you brought boba and popcorn chicken, you were the man.
Oh,
Like,
yeah? Where would you give them to people?
to Filipino chicks in the cafeteria? Oh,
During high school?
during high school.
Oh.
I used to work in the cafeteria when I was in high school.
I worked in the cafeteria in elementary school.
Elementary. Was this like sort of like Asian sweatshop? It's fucking having kids work.
Yeah, no, they did. They made us work.
When you're
at the-
elementary.
Yeah, they're
What-
like,
what were you
All we're
doing?
doing was just serving, like making sure the food was on the trays and then serving it. It
How
was like
old were you?
prison. I don't know, maybe like 6th grade, 5th grade, so like 10, 11, 12.
I wouldn't trust a 10-year-old with food.
Why not?
Distributing food at 10?
Yeah.
I worked in a cafeteria in college and I didn't trust them with food.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, I think
Yeah,
that's what's
I
wrong
think-
with society. You guys should give children. You know, in Japan,
That's what's wrong with your elementary school. They had child labor. That's the problem.
No, but like
you're
in
a victim of child labor, PX.
No, you know what? I feel like you're teaching them responsibilities of being an adult at such a young age. It becomes a
Yeah.
natural habit. So I think that's why I'm so used to fucking working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I love working.
I
And now it's time for a
agree.
fucking break. But
I agree, but I think maybe starting them when they're teenagers would be better.
no. In Japan, dude, the kids like go do groceries. They cook for themselves in China. Like, why are we not teaching them this shit? Like, we should. I feel like their brain
If you're
can
10, I
actually
want my
carry the
10-year-old
capacity.
to just be 10 and learn. That's
I
just
mean,
me.
they can still be 10. You know what I mean? They could still be 10, but if they're willing and wanting to learn, that's the difference. If they're willing and they're wanting to learn, like,
Right.
why not? Like, why not let them
I don't
learn
know.
that?
If my child wasn't at an elementary school and working at the cafeteria, I find a low problem with that. I don't know what I would do, honestly. You know what?
Now that you mention it, it sounds kind of bad.
It
but at the
is
same
bad.
time-
It's child labor.
I don't think it's that
Did you
bad.
get paid in money?
No, but I got time off of class. You know what I mean? To go help set up.
Yo, wait.
No,
so
you
they were
could be
just like,
anybody.
yo, no, you don't need to learn this. Just come clean for us really quick.
So they took time that you could learn stuff out
Yeah.
What class
they
were you
were
missing? What
they're
class
you
were
get
you
to
missing?
leave early. No, it was one whole class.
What
It was like
What
an
class was
elementary
it?
school.
What class was everyone else in?
The 5th and 6th grade class. So we would learn everything. So it could be math, or it could be like we're doing our own exercise, and they're like, "Oh, we're about to start lunch. You can go ahead and go leave early, so you can go serve lunch."
What elementary school is this?
I'm not gonna say.
Because you know it's kind of bad.
I mean, is it? I mean, I don't know if they do it now.
Yeah.
No,
Well-
they don't do it now because when my kids started going there was an actual lunch lady there.
Because they got caught.
Wait, so there was no lunch lady at all? It was just
I want to say there was a lunch lady because they were making sure that we got started right. They're like, okay.
I
this
hope
is
there was a
the-
lunch. Like, can you imagine a cafeteria run by fucking 10-year-olds? Just fucking.
I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Of course not. You're a victim of child labor.
Well, you know when they have in junior high and elementary school, you know how they have committees to like create events, and instead of having parents do it, would you consider that child labor?
If you did what? I'm sorry.
So they help create like Cinco de Mayo events and stuff. Like the kids are the ones
Like,
creating.
no,
it.
because that's an added event the kids are choosing to do, not the meal
It's
they
not.
like.
It's
need.
not what they're
hold
choosing
on.
to do.
So-
It's
so
because
the
the
kids-
school's choosing it to do
To
it.
like decorate stuff and like.
Yeah, and plan their events like spirit
That's
events.
not bad. 'Cause
I
it's
mean,
like-
would you consider that work?
Not on the same level where you're working at a cafeteria with no pay as a child.
My daughter created a little coffee spot for her high school.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, and she was serving all the seniors or whatever the students coffee.
She's
or
an
hot
entrepreneur?
cocoa. No, she's not. It was part of the fucking thing. But would you consider that?
But she's in
Child
high
labor.
school. I think that's fine. High school's fine.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, she's a freshman. I don't know.
No, she's still a teenager. 13, 14. She's 14. Turning 15.
Also, I feel like the incentivizing a student to like go out and do like their own like fundraising stuff as a part of the school, like being like, "Hey kids, go do your fundraising, however you're gonna do it,"
But
is
it's not-
versus
it's not
being
fun.
versus being like
Here, you gotta work.
versus being like, we didn't want to hire someone for this.
Let me ask you this.
So after this, go mop up the bathroom.
Let me ask you this.
We gotta clip that because that's like fucking hella. Like
Yeah.
everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck? What school did she go to?"
Let me ask you this. Your coworkers are other 10-year-olds?
Yeah.
What, were they a particular ethnicity or were they mixed?
I was in a minority school, so all the kids were Mexican or.
They had the
Asian.
Mexicans working in the kitchen. Of course they
Well,
would.
I mean, they had the Asians. I don't remember who was
They had the
working.
Mexicans and the Asians working in the kitchen. Of course
Yeah.
they would.
Yeah.
You know what? I changed my mind. This school's pretty badass. I like this actually.
I mean, look at me now. I've been working for
they
26.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, they don't. And now all these people.
Asians, Mexican kids work for free in our cafeteria.
But you know what's crazy?
You know, some racist person running the school is like, "Look, this is better job training
Yeah,
than we're
it
going to
is.
be
That's,
able to."
that's exactly
It
what you
is.
said. It's job training.
Because think about it. All the people that I know that went to that school, they're either engineers, physicians, like doctors, and
Yeah.
or okay, me, I'm a mortgage consultant. But
You still keep in touch with those folks?
yeah, like on social media, yeah, and they all have kids
Can
and
we,
shit.
we have
Own
a
houses.
capabilities of calling people? No.
Yeah, remember we did it last time. Who do you want to call?
Like one of these people, and I just want to be like,
I don't
was
want
it
to fucking
child
call them. They're
labor?
gonna be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" They're gonna be like, "Yes, we were running a sweatshop at this elementary school. Not only were we serving food, we were making Jordans
You can just say it.
44.
Okay,
for
cool.
44
We're good.
minutes."
Yeah, we got 15
I was going to give
minutes.
you a nod in like 1 minute.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy to me. But hey, you think you learned a lot from it? So
I mean, yeah, I learned to serve people.
I wish it was a video podcast. You can
PX.
see our reactions right now.
Hey, PX, don't say serve people.
Don't say sir.
I never even told this story until you guys are all like, wait a minute. I was like, yeah, they were fucking working the
And what
fucking
you
lunch.
did practically was
cafeteria.
just put the food on
Yeah,
display.
we had gloves. We fucking put it on, and then it would sit. And we actually liked doing it. I was excited. I was like, ooh, I get to work at the
Did you
fucking-
like hook up the kids you liked and like not give good scoops to the kids you didn't like?
No, I don't think that no one ever was really like annoying about that. They were just like, I'm like, that's what it is. They're like, oh, okay. They just take it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's food, you know.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is back then you actually had to pay for your food. I didn't know that they had programs where you can like get
Yeah.
free food.
Yeah.
And so I never got free food. But then once, I had kids, I was like, fuck yeah, you guys are gonna get free food.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I
And then,
got free food.
yeah, and then
Well, not exactly free. It was I think it was like a government
Yeah.
funded. I guess it's free. Whatever.
Yeah, that happened a little bit, and then it changed because then I started making too much money, and then they were like, "You don't qualify for the free lunches." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Isn't that crazy how they incentivize kind of to make less money to get benefits?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the
That's
new?
how fucked up America
Did you
is.
hear about the new tax credit thing about housing lending?
Oh, 100% financing.
Can you look it up to get more info on
You're
it?
talking about the 100% financing?
Yeah. So basically,
it's stupid.
if you have bad credit, you get a small
Loan
You could get a loan with low.
to help with the down payment.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Like I don't know why I'm working so hard for my credit anymore. Like I could just have bad credit. Have
The
good
reason
benefits.
why it's
to get those votes. That's why.
well, and it depends on how long you're going to stay in the house, right? Because some of how it works for some of them is you're doing 100% financing. Let's say you put 5%, and then they put 10%, so that's 15% total that you're putting down. Whatever you do when you refinance or sell the house, they get a percentage of that.
Yeah. It's crazy though.
It's free money for them.
Free money.
Right?
If you have bad credit, yeah.
I mean, not even necessarily bad credit. You don't have to have bad credit. You can have good credit and be able to fucking do it.
Yeah. No. As far as I know, the percentage is actually better if you have good credit.
Yeah.
So that's why it doesn't make sense. If you have great credit,
No, the rate's better. Is what happens.
The rate's better if you have low credit. Is that right? Hold on.
No, the rate's
Sam,
better if you
are
have
reading
good
it now?
credit.
Basically, I'm not seeing a lot of hard numbers yet, but more or less the outline is that what they're going to be doing is they're going to be adding on extra fees to mortgages and people with like decent credit and good credit.
That's right.
going to go toward assisting those with poorer credit.
So you have good credit. They're taking fees. They're adding fees to you to help.
Yeah, and then you can pay, and then you still have to pay that back.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not part of that. I'm not working
It's gonna be
doing this
anxiety.
shit
Now
anymore.
think about it. It's gonna be anxiety.
I can help anybody buy a fucking home.
Yeah.
Like,
Not
straight
anymore.
up.
You got fired.
I mean, you know what? That's not true.
What's that? But yeah, go ahead. Plug
That's
it
not
in.
true.
Oh, what's that? Just say, Sam. I don't know what you're saying. Just
He doesn't
we
want to
should come
interrupt. It
up
has something to do with smoking.
with a chat Slack where you can actually.
He was
tell-
gonna roll up a J.
I'm over here going, hey, you're at your 45, giving you your plugs.
Oh.
Reminder.
45. It's okay. We'll go a little longer than we do our plugs and wrap it up. We're talking about Anyway, so PX was a child labor. Interesting.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I wonder, can I say something now about it, or like, can I get money from that? I doubt it. I'm all 40. They're
Yeah.
like, how old are you? 30 years ago.
Were you or did
statute of
anybody you know
limitations.
Yeah.
forced to be a child laborer
I
at school in the mid 80s?
Oh my gosh, that's so
That'd
funny.
be funny. Like they'll be like, no, they wanted it. The kids wanted to
that's
go work
like
for
the
free.
90s. That's so crazy.
Yeah, but we got to this because you said you got your kid when you were 24.
25.
25.
I had my first kid when I was 25, which was crazy because I was 25 when I had my kid. My dad was 50 and my grandpa was 75. So there's exactly 25 years apart.
I had a
from each
baby
generation.
scare. I had a baby scare when I was 22, probably 21. Yeah, it's crazy.
So is there a little Jorge running around somewhere?
No,
Did she just say there was a baby scare?
I guess her period just came late.
Oh,
Oh, well, if you're considering that, well, then, yeah, okay, never mind.
that wasn't a baby scare at all.
Yeah.
My
Just
life
was a
flashed.
period.
I was ready to quit everything and just to go to work. I was gonna be a man.
So fucking dramatic, fool.
I was gonna be a man.
And now you're 33 and you're still not a man.
I don't have kids.
That's okay. You're not missing out on anything. You know, seriously. No, there's nothing missing out. That's
Go ahead.
sad. All right. I was like, I got kids. They're great. But at the same time, it's like I was the one growing up that would never have kids. Like, I
Gotcha.
was like, fuck that. I'm not going to have kids.
That's right. By the way, since we're closing a wrap, let's do at least one segment that we had prepared. What's on the agenda? I forget.
Well, you can choose. Would you like to either A, talk about the best gifts for potheads?
Yes. Actually, let's
You
do
wanna
that
do
one.
that?
Let's do that one.
Oh, yeah, let's
because
do
it was the reason I brought that up was because it's PX's birthday. PX is a self-identifying pothead. So the segment is, what are the best gifts to give someone that's a pothead?
I think that's perfect timing.
Perfect time.
It is.
All right. Well, are you asking me what's a gift, or is this a list that we're...
He's gonna put up a list, but off the bat, what would you say is a
As
good
a pothead,
gift?
like a good gift to give a pothead.
Yeah. By the way, for the record, I gave her weed, so I figure
That's
that's
the
Pretty, that's a
number one.
pretty great gift.
yeah.
I feel like that's the number one gift to give a pothead. Weed. That's always good.
Does the quality of weed matter?
Yes.
Like if someone give you some cheap weed, you're like, oh, this person doesn't like me that much.
No, if it's cheap weed, I mean, I'll still take it, but it's just like, it's like free weed. Sometimes I get like free weed, and it's like Bammer weed,
Yeah.
and it looks like it tastes. I mean, I'll still smoke it. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna smoke it, and I'll still like smoke
All
it.
right. So it's a PX. The number one thing is weed, of course.
Weed or like weed paraphernalia. That's always cool.
All right. What's on the list?
Because remember,
here?
my bong's a microphone.
All right, so after consulting a few different lists, I'm going to go with a list put together by Vice.
Oh, okay. That's a good reference.
It seems solid enough.
Wait, like what year? Because Vice kind of changed recently.
November 10th, 2022.
Vice is kind of becoming like BuzzFeed.
Why
Anyway,
is this
This
Vice
is
anymore?
it's pretty recent. It's from last November. Put together by a guy named Ian Burke. So if you don't like this list, go tell Ian to go fuck himself or whatever.
I will tell Ian.
Yeah, fuck you, Ian.
I bet you he's a stand-up comedian.
What's his name?
His
Ian
name is
Burke.
Ian Burke.
Ian.
Let's learn about Ian really quick.
Okay,
Hold
Ian.
on.
What kind of name is Ian?
A white guy
name.
who's eating noodles.
Yeah, of course, white. I
Ian.
knew it. Oh, I like him already.
I also
A white
feel bad
guy
about
eating
this because
noodles.
I guarantee you,
Ooh, I want noodles
Ian's
now.
reach it far outweighs mine, and I
Why?
feel bad for making fun of him immediately. But
Why?
Let's
Why?
hear his
He has a
article.
weird
Let's
ass
hear his.
name. Ian.
You've never heard of Ian?
I have.
I like
but
it. It's
now
a cool name.
now
I
I'm
like
really
Ian.
thinking about it. It's two vowels. E-N. No,
No,
a
it's
vowel and a consonant.
I-A-N. It's I-A-N.
Why do they spell Ian I-A-N? Why not just
E-A-N.
E and an N? E-N.
Ian. That's a good one.
We're hella high. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you're high.
Yeah, I was gonna milk this bowl for you. I wasn't sure if you were down. I mean, I feel like it's appropriate. It's
So
my
you're going to
birthday.
milk it?
Yeah, so like that way you
You're
can
going
have
to
smoke.
milk the bowl?
Yeah. So in case people don't know what that means, I'm gonna fill up the bong with smoke so Jorge can fucking hit it.
Is that what I
'Cause he
never heard?
doesn't-
I never heard anybody say milk the bowl.
Milk
real,
the-
that's real.
yeah,
I thought
it's
you
a
put
real
like
thing.
breast milk into that or something.
Ew.
Well,
That's gross.
You say milking the bowl.
Yeah, because it turns milky with smoke.
Okay, I can do it.
Okay.
And while she's doing that, Sam, what's the first item on the list?
there are so many items on this list, but actually I do like this one. It is a Lord Jones CBD body lotion. I'm personally
What?
It's a body
Lotion?
It's a body lotion, but it's a CBD infused body lotion.
Okay.
Which,
so,
to be fair, for the aches and pains crowd of which I am a part of, the CBD lotion is pretty sick.
have you tried it?
I have tried it before. It
Does it
work.
feel really good? I don't know if I even noticed, to be honest with you. Like, I don't even think I noticed, because I've used like CBD lotions and stuff and like moisturizers.
You okay?
He's dying. Fuck yeah.
Fuck. All right. Is that the weed I got you?
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome.
That's good shit, huh?
Yeah, that and this fucking bong, dude, is fucking amazing.
All right. So first thing is body lotion.
Yeah.
It's one of the many options. Of course, there's like a zillion options. It's an internet list, but
I
that was the very
think
first one to come up.
Body
on the scroll.
lotion.
A body lotion, but a CBD infused body lotion. I do get it. I get it.
I
It wouldn't be my first choice, but if somebody got that for me, I'd be like, I will use
was
this.
that the number one?
It's not ranked as in like this is the
Oh,
one
okay,
you have to
okay.
get
Can
somebody.
you
That
use
is a
it?
gift.
Can you use it to whack off? Sorry.
I
PX.
think you can.
It's
But
like,
wait,
it's
what happens
like
to
a
your
dude.
dick?
That's the
You would
question.
never wake up. That would be the greatest nap of all time. To jerk off with CBD lotion and then
Because
just
it seems
pass
like
the
that.
fuck
It
out.
seems like that
That'd
would
be the greatest nap ever.
By the way, I recommend best lotion to jerk off to is probably what's the one with the pond?
Wait, to jerk off too? To
with
jerk
the
off
Vaseline
Just
brand.
jerk off.
The Vaseline brand.
No, not Vaseline.
Pond's?
Vaseline's the worst.
with? No,
I don't do
Pond's?
Vaseline.
Pond's the brand.
Is it Pond's? No. I think it's Neutrogena.
Neutrogena is solid.
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 For jerking off. Yeah.
Solid.
Solid. Anyway, but I
You heard it
never
here
jerked
first,
off.
your worst
I
neighbors.
never jerked off with a
Neutrogena.
CBD lotion before. So what's the logic behind having that on the top of the list?
Honestly,
do
I think
potheads
it's-
aren't into massaging
Well, I
themselves?
think it's one of those things
Not
where it's
massaging.
like
I like massages,
regardless-
though.
Like potheads, a lot of potheads take in different ways, right? You have some people that only eat, some people that only smoke, some people that like exclusively do it one way or another. A
Right.
body
That's
lotion
like
is a
different
thing.
races of pothead.
Well, that's the thing is that this covers all, right? Everybody could use the CBD lotion. Even somebody who might not be the biggest pothead, they'll still be like, oh, a natural, like...
They'll be able to take out the pain.
It's a universal pothead gift.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, lotion
that
check.
argument wasn't in there, but I felt like I made it, and that was solid.
I got a whole jar.
You made Ian proud today.
All right. Shout out Ian and his fucking
I got a jar.
noodles.
I got a jar of cannabis like ointment, which I gave to my parents, and they use it all the time. They love it, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I don't know. Never affected me.
It's good for
I
your
don't know.
joints.
Yeah, I guess I
Yeah.
need to focus on that more. Okay, try it. Go next.
Hear me out on these, right? Because there were some other options like,
hearing
oh,
you.
get a pre-roll pack, or oh, get like this or whatever, right?
I love pre rolls, but
CBD infused pajamas.
Wow.
after you wash them though, wouldn't it defeat its purpose?
Does it work when you fart into them and like the CBD mixes with your fart?
These are all questions that I don't have the science degree to answer.
I don't
But
think that's a good gift. Then
A
I feel like you would wash the infused.
Yeah, I think it's like a one-time.
One-time use
Use?
pajamas. They'll sound edible.
All right, here's
Remember the edible underwear?
Ian and Vice's explanation. Okay, look, we know this sounds a little crazy, but one of your faithful Vice writers tested these CBD infused pajamas out and found them surprisingly legit. Quote, after about 45 minutes of having them on, around 9 p.m., I realized I was walking from room to room of my apartment, kind of aimlessly.
That's not a good way of saying it.
What the fuck?
Sam,
After running this,
keep reading. I want to know what the fuck aimlessly did he get to bed? Did the
After
fucking
45 minutes of wearing these, I
45
was
minutes.
a zombie.
oh, nice. Okay,
That's crazy.
So is he implying that the pajamas make you high?
Hold on, it's her, to be fair. Mary Frances
Her? Okay,
Knapp.
we can't
Mary
trust.
Frances instead of
can't-
Mary Jane?
We can't actually. I don't know. What do
She
you
wrote
think?
in a full Vice
Yeah,
interview.
no, I believe her.
I realized I was super relaxed and realized I felt
45
almost
minutes
kind
later.
of stoned. So hold on, now I need to see where we can buy these.
I
These
feel
are
like
under
the-
$100.
I think this is like the what's the fake medicine effect? The
Placebo.
placebo effect. This is the placebo effect.
Probably.
Yeah, because like I said, I barely get stoned off of ointments.
Also, she
so-
said it was 9 p.m. She could have just been up for like 14 straight hours. She
could-
was like, I'm
she-
tired
She
now.
could have already been
Yeah.
high and put on the pajamas. This is so dumb.
This all
I don't
feels
believe
dumb.
this bitch.
Oh, I see your neighbor.
I mean, I believe her, but
So there's a big window
it's
here,
just-
and that I look out to your neighbor, and she
And you
just
see my-
she just saw me.
Did she say hi? I always try to look at them and try to like make eye contact, and they don't look
Well,
at me.
it's weird that she saw me with the microphone.
Yeah.
I think your neighbors think you're doing porn in here with all the
Oh.
equipment.
No way.
Anyway, sorry.
Oh, and they
you were
see all the
saying.
jars right
I got
here.
that was a tangent. Go
Oh
ahead.
no.
No. Here's another gift option that they provide. This one's a little bit more classic. A tie-dye dancing bear apron.
A tie-dye apron. You don't like tie-dye stuff?
Did you say dancing bear?
Dancing bear.
Wait, it's something.
Like the Grateful Dead style dancing bear.
Oh,
If I got you that,
Apron?
PX, what would you think?
Like
I
old
would
school stoner
not
stuff.
be interested. I barely like to cook, dude.
Yeah. Apron, not good for PX.
I already have an apron, so yeah, no, that's stupid.
But-
Unless I know there's stoners out there that like to bake and shit and cook. So
Do you like
shout out to them.
tie-dye stuff?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I like.
I've
them.
never seen you in a tie-dye
I have a Metallica sweater that's tie
dress.
dye.
shirt.
Yeah, a Metallica
That's all
one, and then I have a couple of them, but I think I lost some of them.
What's up? So let's see. That's the third one, right?
Yeah.
So let's do two more. Then
Okay.
We'll wrap up.
This one is a quote, the best art-inspired weed gift by I'm gonna mess up his name, Robert Lambrechts.
Lambrecht.
Yep, something like that.
What is this?
And Estefanio Holtz, Higher Art. It's basically like a history book on like high art, and it's like a bunch of different artists who are known to be like
high
stoners all put together in like a coffee table book, basically. So it's like you can just flip through it and look at all the great stoner art of history while being super stoned.
I don't know how I'd feel. I mean, if I got it as a gift, that'd be a pretty cool gift.
I feel like
you know?
that's if you get that with other stuff. Like if they're like, here's a little bit of weed and this cool book.
Yeah,
I'd
not
be like,
just the
oh,
book.
yeah.
I think that's for hipsters, bro. I think hipsters like
Not
Maybe
just
it's
the
the
book.
Portland in me. The Portland in me is like, I fuck with that.
You like
That's
it?
kind of cool.
You think that's cool?
I'd put that on a coffee table, like in a den. Like that'd be kind of fun. Like
Okay.
that'd be kind of fun.
I stand corrected.
That's just me though. It might be super lame.
No, I mean, I wouldn't mind having the book. I have a little library area.
If it was like a coloring book, I'll get it.
A weed one?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of funny.
With CBD crayons.
That'd be cool if they had those like ones where it's like you paint it with water and then it all changes colors. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, that'd be cool.
It's like a unicorn on the logo, I think.
I don't know anything, but then when you add water, it changes colors.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like the pigment is like in the color for some weird reason.
Is it water painting?
Yeah, it's like water painting, but you don't really have to do colors or anything. It's like it's on there when you add water. You've seen that, right?
Yeah. I feel like I did.
Okay, maybe that's the time for us to do
Last one.
Oh, last one.
This is one that honestly, if I got this, I'd be pretty stoked on it.
Go ahead, Shmini.
Right? And then we've
Spit
been
it.
trying to go with all options that aren't like just, hey, get them weed, right? And so this one is the houseplant ashtray set by Seth.
Ashtrays. I think ashtrays are good.
Well,
See,
it's a company called Houseplant, which is done by Seth Rogen, and it's his like pottery work that they sell as like smoking paraphernalia.
What is
so it's
that,
like
a bong?
it's like ashtrays.
Oh, an ashtray.
And this kind of
It looks
stuff.
like a cup.
Well, yeah, it's a little cup right here with a little stem, but it has like your little joint holder stem right there.
Oh,
And all your
okay.
little things, yeah.
That's actually not bad.
No,
That's
it's
cute.
If you get the chance.
I thought PX would like that if I got you like an ashtray that's like helps with the weed shit.
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool. I got this ashtray right here. My aunt sent me that from Dubai. Like, I don't know, how much is that ashtray? I'm curious.
This one in particular is like $98.
A $98
Yeah,
ashtray?
But it's
Plus
made by the
tax.
guy who wrote Superbad. So
But
like,
did he hand make it or does he manufacture it now?
He
Oh,
does
that's
the
still a
stuff.
lot for an ashtray.
He sits there and does the stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's his signature pipe.
I mean, it looks nice. It looks fun.
Oh, those are big joints right there.
but
too.
90. Oh my god.
Well, and also just to be
If-
like,
if
it's a
PX
conversation starter. It's like, what's that? Oh, Seth Rogen made that. All of a sudden, ice broken.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of expensive for an ashtray.
But you don't mind ashtrays as gifts?
No, I got that one as a gift. And a
Okay.
paperweight. It's in my cabinet over there next to my goat. My goat award. I love it. It's the best.
All right, folks.
Yeah.
I think we should start wrapping up. All right, we can do some quick plugs. Go ahead, PX. You go first.
You can find me at pxcomedy.org. pxcomedy.org. It's like org minus the Y. And I don't know where I'm going to be at. I'm going to be at Blue Lagoon next Tuesday. So if this airs, come check me out in Santa Cruz at Blue Lagoon. And then I'm going to be at Duke of Edinburgh with Albert Lynn. He took over since Vyas is gone now. So that's what I got going on next week.
Wednesday night, I'm performing at the Hillsdale Mall at
Hillsdale
place
Mall?
called. I didn't know Hillsdale had a mall.
Oh, I knew they had a mall, but
I didn't know.
I didn't know they had
But,
comedy.
but it's a place called The Refuge. It's a clean show, family friendly. Come on out. This Wednesday. Yep, it's this Wednesday at the place called The Refuge in the Hillsdale Mall.
Who runs that?
Mitch Campbell.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he needs another fundraising for his Burning Man.
Burning is for next year.
Yeah.
Because he came back from it, right?
Yeah.
I bet he had the time of his life.
No, he hasn't gone yet. Burning Man's like in.
I thought it's happened.
It's in the
It's
fall.
happening right now. No. Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the fall.
No, I want to say it's happening like.
Oh, anyway.
No, I don't know.
Point is, I'm performing there.
You're still fundraising for him.
Yeah, and any other live events I can't think of right now, but if I do, you can check them out on Instagram at Jorge M. Sanchez on Instagram. Find me also on Twitter, Jorge M. Sanchez, South Bay Boy spelled B-O-I. And thank you for listening in. You can tell your friends about this podcast, tell your family. You can follow this podcast on Instagram as Your Worst Neighbors Podcast, and you can also send us emails at Your Worst Neighbors Podcast at gmail.com. Alrighty, anything else?
No. Just PX Comedy.
Pick comedy. All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Your Worst Neighbors podcast, and hopefully you'll enjoy what we have in store for you guys in the next coming of weeks. All right, take it easy.
Bye.